Well, as you can see, things start to see, these are these ticketing machines. You know, the price, oh, yeah, look at that, they got a button for $5, you know, 5, 2 and 1, you know. What's the standard fee? On Monday to Friday it's $3.50 straight away, you know, and that's for 4 hours, so basically the whole day would cost you $7, which is not too bad, I suppose, but if you're only in here to do a bit of shopping, yeah. Anyway, so basically Adelaide is surrounded by the parklands, and that is made up basically of one cannon shot, because you go for the square city grid. The diagonals of the square city grid are the distance you can walk in an hour comfortably. So that gives you the diagonals. That means that the terraces, north, south, east and west terrace, are shorter than that, of course, mathematically speaking. So you should be able to comfortably walk along any of the terraces, North Terrace, which is the major one, south, east and west, in about 40 minutes, because the diagonals were originally walked by Colonel Light. Interesting. In an hour. And then from the city square grid to the is the parklands, which is one cannon shot to, in quotes, keep out the Aborigines, or keep the Aborigines at bay, sort of thing. So you can see the mindset or the mentality of the past. It was a cannon shot, not a boomerang throw, you know. How far can you throw a boomerang? Because you can actually throw a boomerang a lot further than a cannon shot and have it return. Yeah, which is amazing really when you think about it. If you read that Reader's Digest article, you know, demonstration performed in front of their majesties, sort of thing. Yeah, amazing to throw a boomerang out that far, to have it turn around and come back and catch it, you know, catch it with your toes, sort of thing. That is absolutely stunningly amazing. I'm sure there must be some footage of that. You know, you don't write something like that and say it was done in front of their majesties, not have some sort of, you know, footage somewhere hanging around in some archive, I would have thought. But yeah. So basically, if we do get this 100 mils, it will be the beginning of the wet, basically, the coming season. So it'll be all go. So I thought I'd get these viewers and give you a bit of a look-see of Adelaide, the city of churches, as I say, which is, I'm always a bit worried. It's because if you know anything about the Second World War, that's how they chose the cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Basically, a city on flat ground surrounded by mountains would be the perfect demonstration city for, you know, letting off a nuclear device. Yeah, I mean, if people have ever listened to Tom Lehrer are probably laughing their heads off now with the words, you know, device and everything else. Or the language of the day, as they say. But yeah, so I'm always also a bit wary of the Maya Centre. It's a nice centre, but you know, again, that will probably be the second target, I would think. So anyway, I'll turn down here, which is, I think, I've forgotten the name of this one. I think it is actually Hutt Street, so we'll see how we go. If we're lucky, there's a few ponds in there, and if we've got time, you never know, I might nip into the Botanic Gardens. But depending on whether I'll get any joy or not with these viewers, I mean if they're under, see, the way I'm thinking is I'll base the seed send out on the number of viewers, you see. Go a little bit closer. So if the price of the viewers is fairly cheap, you know, under $5, well, I can probably buy 20. So that means I can send out 10 packages. But if they're over $5, I'm only buy 10, which means I can only send out, you know, 5 packages. That's the way I'm thinking. So, you know, if the gods are fair and reasonable, you know, I'll be able to put the odd package up there on one of those sites and say, you know, you got 10 minutes, give me your address, sort of thing. First person to give me their actual address gets a package of seed with some 3D viewers, and you know, they get the full work, sort of thing. Anyway, that was my planning anyway, my thinking. Does it sound all right, fair and reasonable to you? Anyway, probably best to start a new clip from here, I think. Yes, Hutt Street. Okay.